Hey, Eric.
Hey, John.
How's it going tonight?
Ah, I'm actually tired.
I already know the answer to that question.
That's all good. Episode
Yeah.
451. There's a famous book with 451 in it.
Oh, you know,
Now you catch my note.
there's that, there that it's not like that was very oblique, but it still went over my head. Um, yeah.
Fahrenheit 451. One of those books I read in high school as a requirement and didn't like it. And then later in life thought, that's a great book. Reread it.
I have never read it. I am a bad
Don't watch the movie.
literature person.
I don't. It's either on Netflix or Prime. Someone redid a movie about Fahrenheit 451.
Wasn't it like George Lucas's first film or something like that?
No, there's a recent one with I think it's Michael B. Jordan. Anyways, books are always better.
No, I apologize. His first film was THX 1138.
Yes,
I'm sure it has nothing to do. But I was
it
like,
has numbers, John.
it has numbers in it, doesn't it? Okay.
You're in the
All right,
ballpark.
maybe I need some sleep as well or something.
Uh,
Oh, that's so funny.
anyways, so
Okay.
episode 451.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Fun number.
All right. Well played, my friend. Well played.
So my latest thing, aside from I'm so close to getting my new little game app into the App Store. Now I'm in the very boring parts of creating the screenshots and all the content and text. And slowly, as I've been doing these apps, Claude is getting smarter and using the Xcode MCPs. I just tell it what kind of screenshot I want, and it will go play the game until it gets that screenshot, or it'll create debug code to force that screen
Beautiful.
into place, and then it'll take a screenshot of it and then save it to disk for me. So this is getting easier and easier the more I use the AI. So
That's awesome.
it's
That's awesome.
it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
it-
I must say I've been berating my AI a little bit on shouldn't you have been able to find this bug with visual testing? And I know getting the simulator exists. Yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
foreshadowing.
Sorry,
Foreshadowing. Right. No,
I interrupted
it's
you.
not good. Foreshadowing my actual topic a little bit. No. So my next project. So I got the Aura ring. It's the health thing. It tracks your sleep and everything. I've been using that because I've had the Apple Watch forever. I just don't like sleeping with it. It's just too bulky and in the way. So I've tried the ring. I've liked the ring. My beef with the ring is it requires a monthly subscription. And more recently, Fitbit, which Google purchased Fitbit, they now have the Fitbit Air, which is a very thin band around your wrist that does a lot of the same type of things. And so I ordered one of those. It hasn't arrived yet. And then also I have ordered a Hume band, Hume Health. So it's a similar one, but it's like a company that kind of came out of the hardware and AI. They have all the models that track all the stuff. I'm so tired. I can't think right.
I haven't seen anything about the Hume.
So
band.
Hume is what is on my wrist right as you can see in the camera.
There you go.
But I am disappointed. It's bulky.
I was going to say that
bulkier.
does not look much less bulky than my Apple Watch.
No, and so I'm 99% sure I'm going to return it. The Fitbit Air, which is Google Health, does have a subscription. But if you subscribe to Google One, it's kind of like the Amazon Prime thing. If you subscribe to the Google One, it comes for free with that. So I'm like, I already subscribed to this. So let's try the Fitbit Air. And apparently the Fitbit Air is much thinner. And so I fingers crossed that one will work out. So I'm testing more little health bands. So we'll see. We'll see how they go.
All right.
If I had a blog or something, I could write up about my experience with them, but that sounds like work.
Nah, that sounds like work. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can complain to me. It's all good.
Complain on the podcast that 3 people listen to.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Yeah, I did a bunch of watch development. my
Codex?
Codex and I did a bunch of watch development this week.
Fun.
Maybe verification and so now my watch app totally works. Well, kind of worked. I got to use it one time and with it all deployed, and I even think I figured out why I had such hard time like getting stuff deployed to the watch, which is kind of crazy. But I'm realizing that I have a watch 6, and I don't know what they're up to now, but I think it's like
14. I think
10, 11. Oh, even more.
I think. Well, clearly I have an 8, so I'm only 2 ahead of you. Oh, I think mine's a 7.
Yeah.
I gave up on the watch a while ago, and I just haven't.
I have not, although I gave up sleeping with it because the battery no lasty and the battery no chargy. So, but anyway, just net. Yeah, the watch was doing pretty good. I was pretty happy getting that to work. The Codex is not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Okay.
And I'm still running Hermes. Hermes is rocking it. Hermes is doing some work for me right now. If you hear some dings in the background, that's going to be like working iteration 15 of 90 or whatever.
Right.
So
okay.
Anyway.
Right. Well, how about you?
Yeah, and well, this weekend for me was pickle weekend. So I think I said that last week. So yeah, Saturday, I forget what time we actually got started. I think it was like 9 or 10 maybe, but we didn't finish until 9:30 p.m. So it was like an 11 hour pickle day.
Did you Google the grape leaves thing and do any grape leaves?
I did, and I'm A/B testing it.
Okay.
So
I am looking forward to this.
I do not know what, like, it was not a scientific half and half. It was, hey, go pick a bunch of grape leaves and let's wash them, and we'll put them in some jars until there's no more grape leaves, and then do that like 2 or 3 times.
We'll see. Okay.
So we'll see.
Okay.
I mean, yes, and you know, when I said that, I said to my wife, "Hey, Eric said." She was like, "Oh yeah, that's totally like an old wives thing. That's what they used to do a long time ago." I was like, "So common knowledge, I guess." Is it an
old wives thing, or is it real? Because like old wives' tales typically are.
No, I think so. I don't mean that in a fairy tale or anything like that. It was like a. Oh yeah, that's. Yeah,
we should totally do that.
How? Yeah. Well, like why? Well, and also, you didn't know that.
Oh,
how did you not know that? Like, you know, because
it was news to me, my friend.
No. Yeah. Well, no. My wife knows. My wife knows a lot about many things, but I know a lot fewer things.
I was going to say, I think
especially in the
you and I are the same relative to our wives are much smarter than we are.
No comment. Yes. Anyway, no, it's all good. Anyway, so yes, grape leaves were inserted into the
I'm
jars.
Looking forward to the results.
And I will tell you. So I don't know. So you were not around because you were gone. Yep. And last year or 2 years ago or whenever we did it last time, I think we wound up with like 10 extra pounds of cucumbers, and you were like, "Oh yeah,
I'll take them.
Bring them. I'll do them or something."
Yeah.
You weren't around, and we still had a bunch when I was done. I was DO&E done. Uh-huh. And like the rest of the family was like, "But come on, we got more cucumbers and we got more mix. We need some more vinegar and blah blah." Anyway, net. My wife went to get some more vinegar and another package of the mix, and she was like, "Do you want this stuff?" Because they didn't have the exact flavor we wanted to do another double batch. So we were like, "Oh, okay, fine. We'll do 2 single batches." But so she got these medium. I was like, "Oh, let's try the medium spicy."
Okay.
So I did do some medium spicy dills that I thought that you might want, but and my wife's a saint. She hates pickles. I cannot even believe. Like I was like. So she started mixing these, and we decided that they were like the plague pickles because the entire and I think we had the windows open on both sides of the house to try and like get a bit of, because it was really hot in the kitchen with 3 burners going and everything else. And so I think everybody to the east like was like eyes watering, sneezing, like running nose, like oh my gosh, what has happened to the house? Yeah, so there was some suffering. It was like, quick, get the jars packed and get that stuff in and get it sealed so that we can like clear
some
out the
airborne capsaicin
fumes.
or something.
Who knows? I don't know. So like they will either be delicious or they will be horrific, and I will dump them out. I don't know.
I do like spicy pickles.
But it only said medium spicy, but oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, net, I think 3 different types of, maybe it was 2 different types of dill and the sweet pickles, which I know you don't like, and relish, because of course we have all the bits. Yeah. So we did 2 batches of relish. I do like relish. Well.
And that's more of a sweet pickle relish.
You're good for sweet relish?
Yeah, I do like sweet pickle relish. That's good on hot dogs. I'm still a fan of Polish dogs. So one of these days, my body is going to say, you can't eat that stuff anymore. Until that day, I'm going to enjoy Polish dogs.
I will say, my wife often says to me, you are not 25. What are you doing eating that? And I'm like, but I like it. Anyway. All right. That's enough of that. Yeah. That's enough of that. Topic. How about, I put a follow-up topic in for last week's Agent Escape.
Agent Escape.
So, oh my gracious. So, here's what changed since last week. And like Hugging Face had another blog post. OpenAI had another blog post. Artifact or JFrog had a blog post. Like everybody has blog posts. But some more details came out since last week, because it had just happened last week. So, OpenAI clarified that no model planned for release was involved. The more capable pre-release model was an internal-only research prototype. OpenAI said it was deactivated, encrypted, and restricted from research access after the incident. So, okay, Oops. Let's see. Anyway, I'm it's inside the lab, and oh no, somebody let the lab out.
It's now biological.
Exactly, the biological containment. So the evaluation environment intentionally did not provide open internet access. They sort of said this, but they just said a package proxy or repository or something like that last week. So this time says that agents discovered and exploited a previously unknown 0-day in a self-hosted Artifactory package proxy cache. So that was the details that weren't in the article that I read last week, at least. So it found the 0-day, escaped the constrained environment, and reached the internet. So JFrog, which is the company behind Artifactory, said cloud customers are protected already, and presumably they were updated quickly. And self-hosted customers were told to upgrade to a fixed version over the course of the last week. So this is the crazy thing, one of the crazy things. So Hugging Face reconstructed approximately 17,000, more than 17,000 actions in about 6,200 clusters between July 9th and 13th. So this is not something that happened overnight.
Right.
The agent used a rooted external code sandbox as a launchpad and exploited 2 Hugging Face data set processing paths. So it says HDF5 external file read, so that's a format exploit, and a Jinja 2 template injection that produced code execution in a production pod. So that's how the model got code execution inside the Hugging Face environment. So after obtaining the foothold, the agent used normal attacker techniques, basically credential theft, lateral movement, command and control, persistence, and supply chain access, but it explored alternatives and recovered from failures at machine speed and was clearly not detected for days by Hugging Face. So anyway, the Hugging Face says the only customer data accessed was some solutions in a few data sets and no other customer facing models. Data sets, spaces, or packages were affected, and some operational metadata was read. So the net is a lot more details came out this past week. It's even bigger than it sounded last week, I guess. At least from a wow, how did it do that? And also, how was that not detected in any sort of anomaly detection, et cetera, or security software? So because the lesson is that the frontier model didn't need source code or just 1 0 day. It had time, tools, weak boundaries, and a goal. And
would you like to play a game of global thermonuclear war? It's an 80s reference.
Yes, Joshua.
Well done.
All right, so there you go. There's follow up. I'm sure there will be more. There's this is. Yeah. I saw something on the news even this morning for something else, but anyway, lots more data and details have come out about last week's. So
okay, well,
watch this space.
Yeah, mine kind of pivots a little bit from that one. We've talked about how AIs have discovered code that's really old, or exploits in code that's been around for a long time in open source projects. Well, there is a new one, and I liked this one because they actually have a logo and everything. They're going old school with a logo.
I love logos.
And it's called Squidbleed. It's a Heartbleed style memory leak that's sitting inside the Squid proxy. So do you remember the Squid proxy?
Oh,
this code the bug was introduced in January 1997.
Oh my.
I was still old enough to eat hot dogs with abandon in 1997.
I'm still that age.
During a patch for, get this, NetWare FTP.
Oh, does that bring back fond memories?
First job out of school was with Novell. So there you go. Anyway, so Claude found the bug. So
is this a Mythos find?
Yes. Yes. No. I think this is just regular Claude. I don't remember. Anyways, it was Claude that found it.
It just says with the assistance of Anthropic's Claude.
When Squid acts as a proxy for FTP traffic, who does FTP anymore? That's like rotary dial phones. Parses a directory listing and sends it back. If you craft the FTP response with a modification timestamp and leave out the expected file name, the parser fails to bound check the white space and leads you past the end of the memory buffer. So this has been around for 29 years, and we finally found it. So the attacker can get the bleed, air quote, bleed of the heap memory and expose sensitive data belonging to other users routing traffic through the same proxy. So I don't know. There's a whole lot here.
I love it.
It's just, it's a textbook example of legacy feature creep. A quick niche compatibility feature added in 1997 for NetWare files has survived 3 decades of rewrites, security audits, and was finally found by AIs. This is not the first. This will not be the last. I thought this one was fun because they went all out with the web page and the logo.
I love it.
And everything.
I love it.
So
I love it. Yeah.
There you go.
Squidbleed. I love the fact that we're still using some of this software, 29 years later, 30 years later.
Yeah. It's crazy sauce.
I don't think I would have realized Squid is that old. That's awesome.
All right.
Okay, I love it. Okay, I have something that's I guess wildly different, I was going to say, but then I guess it is AI related. So like it's all AI
all
all
the
the way
time.
down
Yeah.
these days.
Mm-hmm.
But so this is a article slash report about the scam economy. And in particular, so this is, I don't know this, is it an NGO? I don't know, this Consumer Federation of America. So I don't know them, but this is a report that says that the scam impact to the economy is significantly more, and they estimate about 7 times more than what the FBI reports. So the FBI's online fraud number from last year was about $21 billion. So ugly. But the Consumer Federation of America says the real number may be closer to 148 billion,
Ooh.
like 7 times more. And that's the difference between crimes people report and the larger economy operating underneath them, right? I mean, most victims never complete an FBI complaint, whether it's due to embarrassment, they don't know where. I mean, would most people know that they actually need to report to the FBI? They might try and figure that out. Clearly some do. Some might think that it's too small. Some might not realize they were even conned until later. So this CFA, the Consumer Federation of America, applied an underreporting model to the FBI's data to estimate what the total might actually be. And the estimate is their estimate, the CFA's, is up 25% in the last year, with crypto linked losses making up more than half of their estimate. Interesting. I don't quite know how they get to this, but CFA estimated 6.3 billion in AI enabled fraud. So where assisted by artificial intelligence. Older adults lost the most per reported case, but the under 20 group had the sharpest percentage jump. So the quote from the article is, social media platforms remain at the center of the scam economy. Meta's platforms account for the top 3 spots. Facebook at 57%, Instagram at 22%, and WhatsApp at 8%, according to the Better Business Bureau. The Global Anti-Scam Alliance, GASA, found that 81% of all scam attempts in the U.S. occurred on platforms with a direct message function. And a recent AP NORC poll found that 58% of adults now receive a suspected scam attempt daily, and that more people reported encountering scams on Facebook than any other platform, reinforcing the report's platform-level findings from an independent source. So maybe don't re-enable that Facebook account.
Yeah.
I don't know, whether or not or how to estimate the validity. I'm sure the number's higher than the FBI's reported number.
Yeah.
Whether it's 7 times as high, I don't know. Do I receive a daily scam message of some sort? Actually, probably.
Yeah. I have tuned them out, but I betcha every day I could find one somewhere, either in my email or my text messages that get filtered.
100%.
I mean, yeah,
every
day.
You and I have an anti-scam model that we've worked on. So, yep. So, I thought this report is interesting. I thought the number is interesting. I didn't pull out in the summary, but I mean, it wound up being more than 1,000. That estimate is more than $1,000 per family per year. I think it was.
Yuck.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a per household loss of $1,009, according to the updated report. And I'm sorry. I was thinking the 2024. So yeah, this report was for the whole of 2025, which was up 25% from 2024. Yeah. But more than most of their estimate, by the way, estimated true cost of $80.7 billion in cryptocurrency related scams. Anyway, pretty crazy and high. So
Yeah.
please don't send a Bitcoin.
Please
No.
don't use Bitcoin.
Yeah. So,
Right.
some practical advice maybe for people. First of all is, treat urgent payment requests as a reason to slow down,
Yeah.
not speed up.
Yeah.
Urgency is one of the main ways that they try and get you.
That's where they get you.
Yep. Number 2 is verify through a known phone number or a separate channel where you initiate. We've said that before. Like, don't take a call and then do anything financial related. If somebody claims to be your bank, say thank you very much. Hang up. Call your bank.
Yeah.
Call the number on the back of your credit card or your debit card. Don't do that over the phone. Never move money to protect it, based on the instructions of somebody who called you. And give your family members explicit permission to call one another before sending money. It's okay.
Yeah.
If somebody texts you and says, "Hey, can you whatever," call them. So yeah, takeaway is that the official complaint totals the floor. It's not the size. Scam defense is needed across the board more than just education. So all right, there you go. That was my topic.
All right.
How about something fun?
Okay. So my something fun is I think actually really cool. Amazon rainforest. If you think about the Amazon rainforest, you probably think about trees and wilderness and what is it? Some huge percentage of the world's oxygen is generated out of the Amazon rainforest, and that's why chopping down the rainforest is a bad idea. But a new study from Nature used lasers from airplanes, LiDAR technology, to shoot laser pulses through the dense jungle canopy, and they have discovered 432 massive geometric earthworks, with nearly 400 of them totally unknown, meaning giant circles, squares, deep ditches, broad paved roads linking them all together. So
very cool.
There was an ancient network of communities that thrived 600 years BC through 850 AD, or however that math is done, in what we no longer is dense rainforest. It was cleared. It had roads, communities, etc., living where we now believe have only been trees forever. So I think that's kind of cool. It's apparently the size estimate the peak was around 200, the year 200, and it scattered across an area larger than Florida, and they project that it supported roughly 3 million people. So 2,000 years ago, 1,800 years ago, instead of an empty jungle, you had longhouses, farms, orchards of trees, geometric plazas where people are gathering for festivals. Basically a big, giant community buried by 1,800 years or so, 1,000 years of forestation going on. So LiDAR is pretty cool. It's not just used for Waymo to get its way down the street. It's doing these really cool things. So I thought that was really, really cool that it kind of rewrites the Amazon history from this pristine wilderness that's been there forever to it used to be an intensively managed, densely populated landscape. So I think that's my something fun.
That is super cool.
1,700 square miles of area that they covered with LiDAR to discover all this. So there you go.
I know we've seen some of that before with like point little findings. And I think wasn't I'm remembering something fun we did for the pyramids the water canals, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a couple of years ago, maybe. But like 400 or more, and these images are amazing.
Yeah, and one of my something funs was a book. It was a fiction book, but they discovered a Mayan ruins using LiDAR kind of thing. So, anyways,
yeah,
fun stuff.
This is awesome. This is totally awesome.
All
okay,
right.
I love the pictures. Pictures.
Stuff.
Okay, that's fun. Okay, so I did a science thing tonight. So octopuses are, I mean, they are amazing.
Pretty smart
critters. Pretty smart. Oh, in fact, I read or I listened to Remarkably Bright Creatures.
Yeah.
I don't know. I finished it a couple weeks ago. My sister-in-law suggested that I listen to that, so I should probably tell her I did. Anyway, net. It was about an octopus, or there is an octopus in there. Anyway, but so this is awesome because started with a grad student trying to validate that the DNA sample that they were using wasn't corrupted, and he got an error. So he tested again, and he got an error, and he tested again, and he got an error. Or they, I don't know if it was a he or a she. They got an error, they got an error, they got an error, until they realized, oh, actually, that's because the DNA of these shallow water octopuses are different. Actually, RNA, sorry, not DNA, RNA. And so, because evidently RNA is one of the most conserved cellular automata, that because it goes so far back in the ancestry of all critters on Earth. But in shallow water octopuses, now this is different from deep water octopuses, which evidently they broke and diverged roughly 100 million years ago. But the shallow water octopuses have a mutation in their RNA, and evidently this is so relatively unchanging across creatures that this, testing for this is a common thing to see whether or not the samples in a lab are degraded. And it was, oh, crap, this is degraded. Wait, this is degraded. Wait. And until they realized, oh, actually, that's the feature, not a bug. So that's pretty cool. So, and the researchers propose that the extra translation fidelity, aka this mutation, seems to make the additional RNA edits more reliable. And evidently, octopuses are known for making RNA edits. So shallow water octopuses are more capable because of this edit. But this mutation definitely didn't make it into the rest of the family tree. So it says, here's the semi-quote is, ribosomes read genetic instructions and build proteins. Scientists expect their core structure to look remarkably similar across very different animals. And in shallow water octopuses, one piece of the ribosomal RNA is split in a consistent place. It reproduced that split in bacteria, and the bacteria translated proteins with roughly twice the normal accuracy. So that's how they were like, what does this mutation actually do? So, pretty cool. So I already said about the grad student, which I thought was pretty cool. So it's a lovely evolutionary trade-off. Octopuses edit RNA aggressively, which creates flexibility, but could increase mistakes. A more selective protein factory might help keep that creativity under control. How awesome is that? Plus, octopuses are just cool. Octopuses are awesome.
Yes, they are.
There you go. I thought that was awesome. I like biological oddities.
I'm here for biological oddities.
There you go.
And escaping AIs. All right, John. On that note.
At least one topic that's AI not AI.
Yeah. On that note, have a great night.
All right, my friend.
We'll see you.
I will talk to you
All
tomorrow.
right, bye.
Bye.